Next on the docket, Leticia Vasquez. Please step forward.
Complainant Leticia Vasquez says she became the victim of identity theft after she co-signed on a car for her niece, and her niece used her personal information to rob Leticia. Now Leticia's deeply in debt, and she needs advice on how to stop her niece.
All right, Leticia Vasquez is a victim of identity theft, and Leticia, 1 in every 20 Americans in this country, runs the risk of becoming a victim of identity theft. I mean, it is so rampant that everybody has to be cautious and aware of what's going on. Now, you in particular say that you gave your Social Security number and signed a consent form on a car loan for a family friend. When did you realize that you had become the victim of an identity theft?
About 2.5 years ago.
What happened?
When she first contacted me and asked me, my niece.
Is your niece?
She's considered my niece, yes.
That's worse.
And she asked me for the signature. I'm sorry.
Being a victim is not a nice place to be, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. All of the energy and the pain and the financial devastation trying to get yourself back up to square one. How is it that you ended up giving your information to this woman?
When she asked me to co-sign for a car for her, and I told her that I would do it, but it would have to be an inexpensive car.
Where were you living when she asked you to co-sign?
I reside in Illinois. I have always resided in Illinois, and I have a house in Wisconsin. I have never resided in Vegas.
Okay, so she calls you from Vegas to say, where's your mother?
Yes, and I spoke to her mother. Her mother and her father, they both promised that if she didn't come through with the car note, that they would take it.
You should have said, then you sign it for her.
They didn't have any credit.
Okay, I don't want to make it tough for her.
But anyway, when she went to get the car and they asked me for the signature, it was just to check my credit. It was not for the car note.
So do you get a form in the mail after she calls you?
No, they faxed it over to me at my job, which I don't understand how they did it because I don't reside in Vegas. According to the laws that I found out later on, you cannot co-sign for an out-of-state.
Okay. But already we know you've been scammed, so once you know that, that doesn't help us out.
But it's still going on.
It's still going on?
Yes, she took a student loan. She also took a credit card. I had to get identity theft so that they can notify me every time she signs for something. I ended up
call the mother and father?
Yes, they moved. When I sent in the documents, I got my package back that the house was vacant. They turned off all their phones. I have no idea where they're at.
So you know they're not just doing this to you, they're doing it to other people.
Yes.
So the local police here, have they contacted the police in Las Vegas?
No, I had to do that. They don't do that for you. I had to do that. I had to make the call. So it's been out of my pocket as far as sending packages, fraud packages, letters, phone calls. The Chicago Police Department has done nothing for me. I have made the calls weekly to them, asking them to help me. Their answer is, it's on you, don't worry about it. You're not responsible for the debts. That's all they tell me.
You're not responsible for the debt, but at the end of the day, your credit's destroyed, you're living with this stress, and every time you turn around, you don't know if that Social Security number and your signature is being used to open a bank account, take out a loan, buy a car. This is what happens. You can never let anyone have your signature. You've got to make sure that you get rid of all of your bank account numbers, your Social Security numbers you never handed out. This is not at all unusual. Here's what you've got to do. I want you to call the Chicago Police Department Fraud Unit, and I want you to follow up with this one. All right? Then I want you to contact the Federal Trade Commission, and I'm going to give you this information. It's a toll-free number. It's 1-877-ID-THEFT, 1-877-ID-THEFT. I want you to call your local FBI office. They've got to have some kind of department within the FBI that deals with interstate fraud. You know, a LifeLock or some kind of one of these. You've got it now. Some of these organizations. This is part of a bigger scam. Trust me, you're not the only one who's being scammed here. All right, you've got to stay on top of it. Here's the information. We're going to have Keith follow up as well. I'm so sorry you're going through this. It's not just you as an individual. I mean, this is a pervasive, real problem. Good luck.
Thank you.
Law enforcement and the courts can do only so much to stop identity thieves, but you can take steps to help protect yourself. LifeLock is a proactive identity protection program. It works to help protect you from identity theft before it happens.
For LifeLock, peace of mind free for 30 days and 10% off your membership. Call LifeLock at 1-888-99-PIRRO and use promo code PIRRO.